Righto, what are we doing?
I've got no idea.
He does.
I'm just here for the cake.
Takeaway food. We're going to put the car into there. I don't know if you could even see the fingers, but anyway. I'm going to try to put the tray on, and it's better with two people rather than just one.
Very exciting.
Tom's very entertained about the car running on a barbecue bottle. Something about peanut butter. Somehow barbecue bottles equate to peanut butter to the Dutch.
There is a logic to it.
Righto, let's move it. You can't believe it starts with a barbecue bottle. I know, you can't see the end of it. It's so short. Stop, go forward.
I think it's about right.
Okay. Yeah, we're too high.
Beautiful track.
Beautiful. What do you reckon?
So much better. Good.
Looks a bit more carish.
Right.
Tom was saying it's not that bright.
Really?
Oh, it's nice.
He's Dutch, remember?
Yeah.
Orange is, you know, his heart is beating.
Feel patriotic.
He's gonna stand out.
Oh, no, keep going a bit more. Okay, handbrake. Thank you. The bonnet's right there. Imagine if it landed on the bonnet.
I'll be fine.
Right, easy.
And that
was perfectly under control.
Oh my god.
That was totally under control.
Yeah. This is how we meant to do it.
That was blunt.
Well, my GoPro has gone flat, but I've finally finished painting these blooming panels. I've got my mobile phone here, but oh, and I'm getting paint on the phone. Nice. This is what happens when you try to do these things. I'll get it off later. So, we got the panels all done. Well, there's the bonnet, the door. Where's the other door? Yeah, there's the guards and the other door. So, all done. Next, I need to do the black. I'll stop and I'll flip the camera over. Right, that's better. Easier to control the camera. So these guards are now done, and the doors and the bonnet. I put about 3 liters of paint on all of these here. You can see the bottles sitting over there next to the roller door. Hopefully it works out. And there's a few things, like I had a bug get sucked into the spray cone. I just got plastered against the door panel, which is annoying. But anyway, time to unmask before the paint gets too hard. Good update. We're now, it's probably been a couple of weeks away, well, since the painting started. You've got to be a little bit flexible when you've got a baby. But anyway, I think I mentioned already before, painted. I'm just masking it all up so that I can paint all these black areas. I'm going to paint down here. This is going to be a black painted strip. But what I'm doing right at this moment is really questioning my life choices. To be able to bolt everything together, I removed these inner guards. I drilled out all of those spot welds, and now I'm putting bolts in all the way around, which is a pain in the butt. So anyway, those to do, and then I've got to get this panel in, so I've got to take that out and try to reattach that clamp. Oh boy. Oh well, onwards and upwards. Let's see how we go. Time to get to painting with not much sun left. Got a rush, which is always a good idea. I'm just putting the edge primer on now because the the Raptor Liner can't go over bare metal. Probably going to have some black left over. I might as well do the ugly rims. Well, hopefully this will be the final little video of this process. The car has now got the black, which I'm very happy about. A little bit untidy in some of the masking of a few areas, but you can't really tell from a distance. Done the tray as well. As you can see, masked up all of these messy areas here. It's a little bit untidy as well, but I think it's okay. There's the back as well. But anyway, pretty happy. Looks very good. Last thing I'm going to do now is these guards, because I have a bit of black left over. So I'm just going to spray some black in here, and the remaining I'm going to use on the rims to tidy them up. And then that will be the end of this spray painting saga, and I'll stop pissing off the neighbours. Anyway, onwards and upwards. Finally finished with the painting. Yoo-hoo! Oh, this has been a long time coming. Anyway, that inside there has all been done. I just tried to do it thick around the holes in the off chance that I can seal them. I'm not very hopeful. But hopefully it'll keep a bit of corrosion at bay in here. I'll have to probably put a plastic liner on the inside, but that's not today's problem. And the other thing I did was tidy these rims up a little bit. So hopefully these are the standard Discovery rims, and the offset's a bit narrow. So I'm probably not going to keep them, but anyway, for now I had the paint left over. So I'm pretty happy how they've turned out. But anyway, time to put the panels on, and yeah, put it back together. Then a wheel alignment, and then the engineer. Hopefully this is the end of it. I hope. Let's see. Don't tell me the nuts go. Okay, I think this will be the last video in this little episode. Car's basically done. Looking nice. I'm pretty happy with it. Of course, nothing ever really goes totally smooth. I chipped a bit of paint off when I put that indicator in. It's a bummer. I'm going to have to touch that up. But anyway, look, other than that, I think it looks really tidy. The other day, I'm also on baby watching duty, so Nico is asleep, and so is my wife. So while they're both asleep, I'm sneaking in some work in the workshop. I took the car to the wheel alignment shop because that was a requirement from the engineer. The first rear axle I put onto the car, which was from a wreck, was bent. So of course the engineer didn't accept that. So a few months ago I had to rip that out and change that axle, put it back in. And I also had slotted the swivels at the front. And when the engineer was doing the braking tests on these are 34-inch tires, the swivels, the slotted holes on the swivel balls were slipping. So I need light. Let me just fix up some light. Right, where was I? I've fixed up some light. So now we can have a look under here. So these slotted holes were sliding when whenever heavy braking was being done, and the engineer was saying that it was only happening on the left because he drew these blue lines, these ones here, and you could see that this one would move, but the one on the left was holding up okay. So of course I took the car back, aligned the blue lines on that side, drilled a hole, put the grub screw in. You can see there's a grub screw right there. And on this side the lines were aligned, so I just drilled and put a grub screw in. Take the car for a wheel alignment, and this side's wrong, and that side is right now. So this is what happens when you don't check things. And I thought that blue line meant that this was in the right position, but it's not. So I have to take that grub screw out, rotate this into the right position, and then do the whole process of putting in a new grub screw. Not going to look great, but what can I do? It's got to be done. I might just fill the hole with silicone or something. So I think that'll be the end of it. Anyway, this has mostly been about painting, so it's done. Looks good. Really, really rough texture. Not sure how easy it will be to clean. I think you could only clean it with a scouring brush whenever you do want to wash it. When I was putting in the bonnet, it's a bit hard to see, but it is obviously, it's not bulletproof. The paint's not bulletproof. You can scratch it. So, and the scratches are reasonably visible. But anyway, it is what it is. It's cheap. This product is very cheap and it's really easy to apply. So I'm pretty happy. Looks good. Certainly looks tough. I'm happy. Anyway, time to get to some work. Hope you enjoyed the video. See you later. While we were on this topic and I had the camera nearby, it is confirmed. Don't trust lines drawn by other people. So I've got to drill that hole by hand and then tap it so I can put the new grub screw in. I guess I'll have to do it at the bottom here. Fun times. Fun times.